There's gonna be a tap here in a second. Oh, he's gonna break his arm. He's gonna break, and he taps. He's gotta taunt a little bit, of course, right? They've been talking trash to each other forever. Add some taunt. I'm glad EA added some taunting. Oh, Jones is dropped. See, Israel Adesanya should have jumped right on him. Dropped him again. What a brutal fight. Double knockdown. Oh! Hey guys, welcome back. RJ Clifford here. Let's have some fun today. Gamology has been stringing me along this whole time. We're finally getting to EA UFC 3, and the best mixed martial arts game that's out yet. EA is the standard bearer for prize fighting video games, and they did it again here. Again, RJ Clifford, retired fighter, retired mixed martial arts fighter, current, present, washed up has-been. Been covering the sport for about 15 years. I'm also a radio host for SiriusXM on all things mixed martial arts. All right, let's get into it. Jon Jones versus Israel Adesanya. This is the long-standing light heavyweight champion in Jones versus the middleweight champion Israel Adesanya, two of the best pound-for-pound fighters on planet Earth. This is a rivalry that's been brewing for years. They have yet to fight. Izzy went up a weight class, lost to light heavyweight, went back to middleweight. Jon Jones is currently working on becoming a heavyweight champion, so let's see it in the video game. Now, they're both 6'4", but Jon Jones has a 4.5-inch reach advantage at 84.5-inch reach, which is the longest reach in the UFC. So I got Jon Jones winning this fight. Let's see how it plays out. All right, here we go. You got Herb Dean, the referee, longtime veteran. A little spinneroonie for Izzy to start. So that teep kick that Jon Jones did right away, kicking right to the thigh of Israel Adesanya, that's his trademark kick. Keeps guys at bay, and it's very annoying. You can hyperextend your leg. Front kick to the face by Izzy, such disrespect. Oh, and Jon Jones responds with the same kick. Jon Jones closing distance. Now he's got Israel Adesanya backed up against the cage. That's the last place Israel Adesanya wants to be in a striking exchange with Jon Jones. See, Jon Jones is trying to fight long with his kicks, but then when he does get inside, he's throwing punching combinations, knees. God, he moves just like Jon Jones in real life. Even how he shifts his hips with those leg kicks. Axe kick, got him backed up. You don't want to be there. They block so realistically too. The hands go up. Again, that kick right to the thigh of Israel Adesanya. Really annoying. This is a bloody war. Normally these guys are a lot more tactical, will keep distance. Jon Jones is a master of keeping distance. These guys are just slugging it out. I also put him in a phone. See how he loads up his kick? That's how Jon Jones really loads up his kick. Up close, they're good at using their elbows and knees and uppercuts in close style fighting. When they're further away, they're using front kicks and long kicks, straight as their punches, which is what you would do in those situations. Oh, front kick. See, Israel Adesanya dropped a little low to set something up, and he walked right into a front kick. You can tell he's wobbled and hurt, just like in real life. You can see those signs. Body head, good combination by Izzy. And the tie clinch. This is what you want to do when you're the better clincher. When you're stronger in the upper body, you want to do some clinches. Boom, knee. Wow, you can see the whole place, the whole screen shook, so you knew Israel Adesanya was rocked. And your opponent's hurt. You don't want to give him time to clear the cobwebs. It looks like he already did. Spinning elbow attack, of course, Jon Jones. Body shot, well done. Body kick by Jon Jones. Nice response. Oh, Jones is dropped. See, Israel Adesanya should have jumped right on him. Dropped him again. Izzy, that was your chance. You could have been double champ. Now you're hurt. Oh, body kicks. Head kick, blocked. Ooh, nice little fake that they have there for Jon Jones. A little stutter step before he comes into his combo. Flying knee by Izzy. Oh, flying knee response by Jones. Front kick. What a brutal fight. Double knockdown. Oh! Oh, and his spinning wheel kick knocked out. I love referee Herb Dean just kind of nonchalantly just throwing his hands like it's done. Normally the referee's going to dive in there and try to save him so that the winning fighter doesn't try to do more damage on top. That was a brutal war. If every single UFC fight was like that, they would sell 10 million pay-per-view buys every pay-per-view. The fighter career span would be like 3 fights. All right, Battle of the Titans here. Francis Ngannou versus Brock Lesnar. Current champion of heavyweight division Ngannou versus the former champion Brock Lesnar. One of the most sought after and most popular fighters ever in the UFC is Brock Lesnar. Standard issue striker versus grappler matchup. Francis Ngannou is maybe the hardest striker in the history of mixed martial arts, and Brock Lesnar is basically a wrestler with decent ground control and great athleticism. Let's see how this one pans out. All right, both of them right-handed fighters. Francis Ngannou, the striker, Brock Lesnar, the wrestler, and yet Lesnar's coming out throwing kicks and punches. So you can see how slow Brock Lesnar is because he's a grappler, doesn't have the hand speed of a striker like Francis Ngannou. So Brock Lesnar, the game developers, did a really good job of making him really labored. All right, now this is what he does. He shoots double leg, that's great. Hands behind the thighs, head on the outside. Really well done defense by the game developers. Francis Ngannou got the underhook, turned him around, pushed him against the cage. Now he's using that right underhook to set up his left punches and knees. And this is exactly how this fight should have gone. Francis Ngannou body punches, body kicks to Brock Lesnar. That's what knocked him out. Now, Brock Lesnar's been knocked out by Alistair Overeem with a kick to the body because he had diverticulitis. He's weakened the body, weakened the organs, and Francis Ngannou scouted out his opponent through the body shots to knock Brock Lesnar down. Really realistic. This is exactly how both fighters fight. All right, so the first fight went so well, the UFC booked a rematch. All right, let's see if Brock learned his lesson. Dan Miragliotta, the referee, or the Big Tan, as we call him. See, the really labored, weird striking from Brock Lesnar, because that's not really his forte, and then really crisp striking by Francis Ngannou. Weird body kick. Yeah, Francis throwing punches, doing what he does. Brock looks hurt, so he says, nope, take you down. Really, really good double leg. And you saw that little red thing on the bottom. That, to me, says that Francis Ngannou is a little stunned, a little hurt, because a really big slam will do that. So here he is in side mount. This is where the chess match begins. Francis Ngannou is trying to push off the cage, try to get his body away from the cage. Brock Lesnar used that opportunity to now get to mount. One of the most dominant positions if you're a strong wrestler. Punch, softening up Francis Ngannou. Ngannou tried to buck him off and try to get him off, but Brock Lesnar was able to stay close. Now he's attacking an arm. Now he's going for an arm bar. So this is where there's a push-pull going on. Brock Lesnar is trying to slowly and incrementally advance his position. See, now he's stepping up, pushing the face away. Francis Ngannou is trying to fight off. Brock wants to get that right leg over the head of Francis Ngannou. He does. Now he wants to break the grip of Ngannou so he can break the arm for an arm bar. Can he do it? He does. There's going to be a tap here in a second. Oh, he's going to break his arm. He's going to break, and he taps. Brock Lesnar gets revenge. All right, let's have some fun here. Bruce Lee versus Muhammad Ali. One of them obviously being one of the most popular boxers of all time, one kind of being the father of martial arts as we know it. This is going to be the answer to a question that's been asked in barbershops all over this country: who would win? I imagine this is going to play out as the one-dimensional boxer Muhammad Ali taking on the more well-rounded Bruce Lee, right? Bruce Lee knew how to strike, he had amazing cardio, he knew submissions long before submissions kind of became mainstream and popular. And he's already got experience doing this, right? He choked out Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, so he should be able to choke out Muhammad Ali, maybe. But giant size difference, right? Bruce Lee was 5'8", Muhammad Ali was 6'3". Muhammad Ali was a heavyweight. I'm gonna go Bruce Lee just because if this fight hits the canvas for even a few seconds, Bruce Lee should be able to strangle him out. We'll find out. Look at that size difference. I wonder if they'd even let Muhammad Ali throw a kick or try a takedown. So far, just boxing. Makes a lot of sense. Come on, Muhammad Ali, you better be. Oh, right hands. Can't believe Ali's going to the body. He's got to punch 2 feet down. God, that looks just like Bruce Lee. I don't know if Ali looks quite that great. All right, he's got him hurt. Inside boxing, some uppercuts, some hooks. Bruce Lee's out. There we go. There's some Bruce Lee. Little spinning kick. Get off the cage, Bruce! Get off the cage! Back fist, combinations. There you go. Fighting back a little bit. Take a shot, Bruce Lee. Take him down. Oh, spin out of it, and a right hand. And that was a very short, very brutal knockout by Muhammad Ali. All right, good body kick by Bruce Lee. There we go. And the punching combinations of Muhammad Ali. You don't want to be in the pocket with him, Bruce. Come on. You're going to axe kick some guy who's 7 inches taller than you. Who's coaching him? Oh, man. Down, up. Don't celebrate yet. Ooh, that hurt. You gotta love the heart of Bruce Lee. Gets knocked down multiple times by a heavyweight boxer and keeps popping back up. You can't throw those kicks that close. You're open for punches. And he's down again. Yeah, Dan Miragliotta. Stop the fight. Stop the fight. The man's got kids. There's multiple ways to get knocked out, and half of what makes an exciting knockout is the knockout-er and what they do, but the other half is the knockout-e and how you go down. There's generally 3 ways a fighter gets knocked out and how they react. They either fall backwards from getting struck and knocked out. They fall forward. Or the worst one is when they just fall straight down like a marionette and get the strings cut. That's the worst one. And that's what we saw here. The game developer did a great job of making Bruce Lee just kind of fold in on himself and then fall back, which is a real life knockout. Props to them. All right, let's have some more fun. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Obviously, Jake Paul, the YouTube star. Tyron Woodley is one of the most dominant UFC welterweights of all time. He's since moved on to celebrity boxing. They were booked to box each other. Now let's see how they do in a UFC fight. Now we're finally in Tyron Woodley's area, right? You always take the lion on the land. You always take the shark in the ocean. Tyron Woodley is the lion. We are on land. He should demolish Jake Paul and do whatever he wants in this octagon. And if he doesn't, his coaches better kick his ass because he should not be even close to Jake Paul. Side note, they bet a tattoo in a press conference before their real fight. So one of them's gonna end up with a tattoo. It's probably gonna be Jake Paul if it's a UFC fight. All right, here we go. Big overhand right from Jake Paul, Herb Dean reffing. And if I'm Tyron Woodley, I shoot immediately. Oh, but he drops him. Woodley has an awesome right hand. He's got to taunt a little bit, of course, right? They've been talking trash to each other forever. Add some taunt. I'm glad EA added some taunting. That's what we love. Another right hand, down goes Potts. 2 knockdowns in the first 20 seconds. This is gonna be over quick. I take it back. Woodley shouldn't wrestle at all. Just box this guy up. Jab, even a jab is messing up with Paul. Body, head, great combination. Overhand right, down again. Wow, Herb Dean might have to stop this here in a second. Oh, what a combo! Woo-hoo, did you see that? Jake Paul throws the money shot, right? The overhand right, the punch that we see a lot of knockouts with in mixed martial arts. Overhand right, Tyron Woodley slips it to his left, sneak-ins a left uppercut. That's all she wrote. Slip, uppercut, textbook boxing. Tyron Woodley's gonna get a picture of that. He's gonna put it up at his gym, over his fireplace, on the ceiling above his bed. It's going everywhere. That was textbook. Slip, uppercut, snoozing on the canvas. Props to Jake Paul for getting off the canvas as many times as he did. All right, we saw him in real life box. We just saw him do a UFC fight. Now let's do the trilogy. Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley 2 inside the octagon. I wonder if Tyron Woodley's gonna change things up because it worked so well boxing last time. Let's take a look. Herb Dean, you ready? You ready? Fight! There we go. Jake Paul landing some punches early. Staggered Tyron Woodley, the ex-champ. Body head. Uppercut by Woodley. That's great. Jake Paul's the taller fighter, so it makes sense for Woodley to go to the body a little bit. Look at the crowd already on their feet. Why not? They're throwing haymakers at each other. The fight's been going on for 20 seconds. Jake Paul seems to try to be sticking and moving. You even see, oh, uppercut!
Just like that, the fight is over.
Jake Paul got his revenge. Wow, that wasn't even cumulative damage. It was just one clean uppercut. So you can see Woodley was rolling the wrong direction, got hit by a left hook, he rolled into it, bobbled him, and then the finish comes with that right uppercut. You can see how well the gamers designed the movements by all the fighters. You can see Jake Paul's hair moving, you can see him rotating on his hips. See how when he throws the left, he rotates to the right. When he throws the uppercut, he rotates its hips to the left. That's real, true, tangible mechanics of boxing. And they narrowed it down perfectly in the video game. Well, that's it for EA UFC 3. Finally, I got to do my actual sports video game. This was great. They made me wait. Totally worth the wait. Again, you can follow me on Twitter at RJCliffordMMA. I'm also on Instagram as well. And of course, make sure you check out Gamology. That's also on YouTube and Facebook. Until next time, later. They finally got me to my UFC EA3 video game. It's EA UFC. One more for safety. EA UFC 3. They are the standard bearer for prize fighting video games, so I'm so happy to do this game.